This is the tale of The Doll's House by Rumer Godden, with illustrations by Jane Ray, read by Sascha Cooper. On behalf of Quarantine Kids Storytime, we would just like to say a huge thank you to the Rumer Godden Literary Trust and Jane Murray Flutter, Rumer Godden's daughter, for granting us permission to read The Doll's House. If you'd like to know more information about Rumer Godden's works, you can visit the Literary Trust's website, www.rumergodden.com. I will also put this link down in the description box for you. Thank you once again for tuning in, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the adventures that Totty and her friends have. Enjoy. Chapter 22. Marchpane enjoyed being in a museum. She was in a glass case between a lace collar and a china model of a King Charles Spaniel. She was dusted very carefully twice a week, and a number of people came to look at her. Sometimes young men and girls came to the museum to make drawings, and Marchpane was always quite sure, no matter what they drew, that they were making drawings of her. Every day she increased a little more in conceit, and the glass case made her safe from ever being played with. Chapter 23. The Final Chapter. Towards 6 o'clock, just after tea, Charlotte brought Mr. Plantagenet back from the post office and put him in his chair in the sitting room and gave him his paper. Emily brought in Totty from shopping. She had found Totty a raffia shopping basket the size of a nut, and she made Totty hang it up with her cloak in the hall. Then she went in to sit with Mr. Plantagenet. Apple was upstairs. He had been sent to bed early by Totty so that he could not play with the lamp. Charlotte still said she had not put him on the chair, and Emily had lately given up saying that she had. Apple was safely in bed, tucked up in his patchwork quilt so that only his round head showed. Emily had clipped his burnt fringe straight with nail scissors, and his plush had not been hurt at all. Dana lay quietly, snugly in his kennel. "Shall we let them have a little music?" asked Emily, and she wound up the musical box. It went tinkle, tinkle, and Dana stirred in his dreams. Mr. Plantagenet could not tell one of its tunes from the other. "I have to have words," said Mr. Plantagenet. "Words help me to know what it is. Like those carols, Totty. Do you remember them?" And he began to hum God Bless the Master of this House. "Do you remember them, Totty?" "I remember everything," said Totty, listening to the music. "Yes, I suppose you must, and for so long," said Mr. Plantagenet. "Such a long time, Totty." "Yes," said Totty. "Things come and things pass," said Mr. Plantagenet. "Everything from trees to dolls," said Totty. "Even for the small things like us, even for dolls, good things and bad things, but the good things have come back. Haven't they, Totty?" asked Mr. Plantagenet anxiously. "Of course they have," said Totty in her kind wooden voice. "Good things and bad. They were very bad," said Mr. Plantagenet. "But they come and pass, so let us be happy now," said Totty. "Without Birdie?" asked Mr. Plantagenet, his voice trembling. "Birdie would be happy. She couldn't help it," said Totty. And Birdie's bright tinkling music went on in the doll's house, and on her hat that still hung in the hall, and on her feather broom, and on her bird, and on her parasol, the colours and patterns were still bright. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this tale as much as I loved reliving it. It was my favourite tale as a child, and I just want to take this wonderful opportunity to say thank you once again so much to the Rumer Godden Literary Trust and her wonderful daughter, Jane Murray Flutter, for giving Quarantine Kids Storytime this fantastic opportunity to read her mother's works. I hope to do more for the channel as well. So thank you once again for watching and listening. Please keep sharing and subscribing as well, because we are doing more. Talking of more, you may remember a while ago when I did Alice in Wonderland that I asked you guys to vote for the next tale. It was a choice of either Wind in the Willows or Through the Looking Glass, and the majority of you voted a landslide vote for Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass. So that will be the next tale in chapter books that will be coming up soon. Now, in the meantime, you will probably notice as well that I'm also doing some Grimm's fairy tales. The next Grimm's fairy tales that I will be doing in that series is Ashpattle, or more commonly known as Cinderella. So keep your eyes out for that. Now, I need your help again, guys. Another vote, please. Now, what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to vote for the next chapter book that I do after Through the Looking Glass. Do I do Wind in the Willows, or do you fancy a good swashbuckling adventure with Peter Pan? Let me know down below in the comments, and I will also put a poll out on Twitter and Facebook as normal, so again, do keep an eye out for those. Once again, thank you so much for supporting Quarantine Kids Storytime. We really do appreciate it. As always, this has been Sascha Cooper with The Doll's House by Rumer Godden. Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye, and see you next time. Bye.